Hello, my name is Tris, you can call me B, and I am a very toxic overthinker. And I don't think I realised how bad it had gotten until about fucking 2 weeks ago. In my last video, I talked a lot about the end of year 13 and how that was messing with me mentally. And it did. And I didn't realise that it was building up over multiple weeks into a full on breakdown. And the straw that broke the camel's back was I cut my hair. Doesn't sound like much, but I cut it really short at the back and now it's really thin at the bottom. I loved it. But at the time, I had a full mental little breakdown pretty much. And it kind of inspired this video because I realised, oh my god, I care too much. Did you like that intro? That's talking about 3 takes, that. I know, I'm not going to sound that put together the rest of the video, but I do, like last time, have a handy little page of notes to keep me on the right track, because I'm not very good at keeping on the right track. I like to go on little rambles. I think this issue of me caring too much started with the fact I have anxiety. It got so bad to a point when I was about 16, if I was out in public, or if I was in school, and anyone laughed behind me, my first thought was, oh, they're laughing at me. I mean, it doesn't help that I was kind of a weird emo kid. And this past of anxiety, it kind of made me put my opinions on myself and my thoughts on the back burner, as well as a lot of one-sided, quite toxic friendships, which probably most people can relate to that feeling. I'm not special in having that happen to me, but the long-term effects, you can tell. You know, I'm not the most confident person, so the fact that I'm doing this is actually kind of insane for me. This was the first step in me stopping caring what people think as much. My number one anxiety during this was that people I knew were going to send it in group chats and laugh at me, and if they are, hello. It's just a bit pathetic, honestly. I don't know what else to say to you. And as I've got older, I've kind of realised there's people that do. The people who are scared of laughing at me, it is just a case of who cares. I wouldn't go to those. As someone said to me once, would you go to those people for advice on what you're wearing or what makeup you're going to do? The answer was obviously no, but then I still put loads of weight on their opinions. So it doesn't really make sense. But again, mental health issues, you're gonna put weight on stuff that doesn't matter. That's what happens. It's a lovely little double-edged sword that goes into your heart and fucking twists, you know? But I feel like this idea of feeling like everyone's judging you is only getting worse. And here's my idea to why. You ready? Not many kids are going through the awkward phases that people my age might have. I was the awkward little emo kid. I had a short pixie cut and I listened to metal and I watched loads of zombie shows. Like, I was weird. And I feel like not many kids are going through that anymore. And I feel like so many of these kids have missed out on that weird phase. And and I think, in my opinion, that does lead them to judge a bit more. Because they've never had the chance to explore their looks. And even, I notice it in people my age, they're so quick to judge people that dress a bit more alternative. Like, going out and having Limp Biscuit and that fucking "and tonight will be the night that will fall for you" sang at you, like, fuck off. Like, that song isn't even emo. Have you ever heard that song? It's not emo, but because this guy covered it, everyone's like, yeah, emo tune, fuck off. Like, I do miss being deemed the weird emo kid. Like, in my school, for the end of year, we had like yearbooks, and they won the yearbook award was best dress. And I had people saying they voted me for best dress. I didn't win. I didn't win.
With a margin that small, there will be a recount.
Actually, no, I did win. I did win best dress. Here's my crown. But go back to me when I was 12 and get told that people are deeming me the best dress in the year. I was the freaky little emo kid, the one who had an obsession with Nirvana and used to wear the fucking Kurt Cobain glasses. Her and her mates would stand about making fucking Dream Prime references. Do you remember Prime Church?
According to God's statistics, only 50% of you are going to heaven.
If you do, If you do, I'm really sorry. You were in the trenches. You were deep in the trenches like I was. Back to my point. People have such a concentration on looks nowadays, and I think when they see someone who doesn't match up with their idea of the perfect look, they take it out on them, and then people will go through that thinking that every single person is going to take it out on them. But at the end of the day, you've probably seen those TikToks, and it's talking about how we were never supposed to see as our skin and our face in the way that we do, cameras and mirrors. That's not what humans are designed. We're designed to see it in the reflection of water like our ancestors, where you can't really tell what's going on. But because we can, we put such a weight on how we look. Because at the end of the day, it is the one way to, technically, if you want to get dystopian, it's the one way to control us, is how we look. And I think that's really pushed on younger kids nowadays. Like, look at the type of content they're watching on the internet. TikTokers and social media stars, there's that push on plastic surgery, always looking perfect. What's the ideal body? The hourglass shape, tan skin, long, straight, shiny hair, and perfect face, and the lashes and the nails and the lip filler. And that's pushed on kids like so young. Like I was 12 saying I never thought I'd wear makeup, and there's 12-year-olds wearing more makeup than I do now, which I just think is kind of crazy. And not even kind of, it is crazy. It's really, really crazy. Influencers are genuinely to blame because they know that their audience is younger children, yet they still market this stuff. OnlyFans models, they know that their content on TikTok is going to be seen by children, yet they still post. Look at that new trend on TikTok, the yes you can trend, and it's like kids being like, I can't date a 2012. Yes, you can. They show a picture and they're older than me. Honey, you are 13, 12, 13 years old. Do you want to know what I was doing at 12 and 13? I was watching Wilbersut blow up Lemamberg. Oh my god! I was sat right here, because it was COVID. I was watching Wilbersut blow up Lemamberg. I was watching fucking J-Slat. I've got to get him in every video. I was watching J-Slat talk about bidets and why they're bad. I was a Dream SMP kid. Shocking, I know. How could you tell? Oh my god, me, a Dream SMP kid? Look at me, of course I was a fucking Dream SMP kid. Because cringe culture's kind of died. A lot of younger kids, they don't have that awkward teenage phase where like 12, 11, 13, trying to find out who they are as a person, experiment with their looks and the stuff they like. They just go on social media, do what social media tells them to do, post it, get validation for that, and then go, yeah, I'm going to stick like this. And then they end up looking older than me. I mean, I'm 18, I get told I look 20. Those kids look 23, and they like 5, 6 years younger than me. Obviously, I can't really give that good of an opinion on what normal younger girls are into, considering, well, look at me, look around. You done? Right, I can't give an opinion because I genuinely would not know. I hear about social media stars that the younger generation, oh, that made me sound so old, are watching, and I'm like, who? Who? Do you wanna know who inspired this look today? That girl on TikTok with the fabulous brown hair who dressed all 70s. I love her. I love her so much. But it almost feels like nowadays that everyone's just a little bit of a clone. Where's the fun? And I'm really glad that styles like scene and vintage dressing and stuff are coming back and becoming a bit more in trend, and that thrifting has gotten big. But thrifting getting big is this whole other kind of worms that I even want to get into, because even in the UK, I've noticed the quality of stuff has just gone whoo as it's got more popular. This whole outfit's from a charity shop. Fun fact: got these fucking Levi jeans, £5. I know. This was from Vinted. This was secondhand. Don't know where from. All my jewelry is secondhand. So if anyone says you can't find stuff secondhand anymore, they're lying. You just gotta look a bit better. You gotta go in the charity shops that aren't color coded, that smell a bit of cat piss, and then you're gonna find some bangers. These jeans are from a fucking home clearance shop. and they're Levi's. But the only reason I actually ended up making this video is I thought that caring too much was a me thing. I thought it was something that only I was going through. Caring too much on people's opinions. I let boyfriends decide how I dress. I had a boyfriend who didn't. I got my southern person, he didn't like it, and I dyed my hair pink, and he didn't like it. Hello, what do you think of me now, huh? You won't see this. We don't speak. I spoke to a couple of friends, and I realised, oh, it isn't just me. Everyone cares a bit too much on other people's opinions, and I'm honestly fucking I'm tired of it. It's so mentally and physically and emotionally exhausting to care constantly what other people think of you, and what random people on the street that you will never see again think of you, or random people on the internet like you watching this video. To you, I'm probably just pixels on a screen unless you do know me. But hi, I'm not just a pixel on a screen, sadly. But I've seen my analytics. Half you bastards are from America anyway. You don't fucking know me. You'll never fucking meet me. Come to England, I'll fucking. Just kidding. I can't fight. Remember, I used to do TikTok and I used to care so much about the hate comments I got. But mate, I don't care. Like, talking to friends and realizing that it wasn't just me that had these issues surrounding, caring what other people thought, and it was actually everyone I really knew, was honestly really good for me. And I'm not trying to be one of these people that all their videos are on like, oh, my life's so shit, here's everything wrong with me. No, I want to make fucking long form videos on Duran Duran and music and films and books and art, because that's what I'm into. But in the end of the day, I'm a bit busy at the moment with the fact it's my fucking A-level exam, so you're getting these fucking videos where I talk about all the things that are wrong with me in life. But if I'm gonna sit for 2 fucking hours in a business paper, sitting there thinking about other things in business, because let's be honest, I'm not really fully there when I'm doing these papers. My hand's hurting, and I'm thinking about like, oh my fucking god, and I'm gonna get bored, and my brain's gonna start thinking about random shit. You're gonna get it in a video, and you're gonna watch it, Ruby, get back to fucking revising maths. So at the moment, I am making these depressing videos about everything that's going on in my life, but I think these are important discussions to have. And I love when I get so happy, to all you people that I've just made fun of on my phone, calling them little pixels. I get so happy when I get comments. I fucking screenshot them when I go on my private story and I go, oh my fucking god, people are commenting on my videos, oh my god. Because I think, my 2 of videos, let's ignore the ironing one. I think discussions are really important to be having, that, there's not a lot of support for year 13s, and we're just kind of expected to get on with the biggest change in our life, and that self-expression is one of the most important things we have, and that we can't be taken away from us. Those are 2 very important topics to have, and this is also a very important topic to have, because everyone fucking cares too much nowadays. Genuinely, everyone cares too much. Like, guys, what happened to Brat Summer? There's literally a lyric in 360. To quote the great Charlie XCX, I don't fucking care what you think, but here we all are, caring too much about what everyone thinks. And it's just a bit disappointing. And even as someone who, like I said, I was so worried to be anywhere because I thought people were judging me, I have realised that a lot of those people were just honestly jealous or scared. I've I had a couple of conversations with these 2 girls in my year who I deemed like the scariest people to me, because they were, first of all, fucking gorgeous, but they were like the stereotypical popular girls, and they won't be hurt by me saying that. And I was terrified of them. And then I finally spoke to them about a year ago, and I told them, I was like, I'm so scared of you. I the fact we're in the same room and talking right now is fucking crazy. And they just looked at me and went, we're fucking scared of you, which is shocking to me, because I'm just a little emo kid. Why are you scared of me? But it turns out they actually are. And then every time I do like golf makeup, they always like mess with me and like, I'm fucking terrified, but you were cool as fuck. So every time now, I've made it my mission. Every time now someone makes like fun of me and I actually hear it, or I think someone's making fun of me and I don't actually hear it, it's just a little voice in my brain going cuckoo crazy because I've got anxiety. I just start thinking, no, that is jealous. That is jealous. I just was trad goth for a school event, like big hair and everything. And then I later found out that the guys in my year being like, ooh, this, why is she dressed like that? Oh, is she a goth? Grow the fuck up. If you genuinely live your life making fun of other people because of how they dress, or you know people, okay, this is very important. If you are friends with people who will happily tear someone apart for how they're dressing, fuck them. And not in that way. You know what I mean? Fuck them. Because they're not good friends, because one day they will turn and they will do it to you. Speaking from experience, if those people are that willing to make fun of other people for how they look, one day they will turn on you. And if this is your wake up call to get out, do it. We have to summarize this video in 2 words, and these 2 words are the title. It is who cares? Who cares about you? Who cares about me? Who cares about how we look as people? Because at the end of the day, the only person you should be caring about the opinion of is yourself. If you're not leaving your house every day and before you leave, you look in the mirror and you go, I'm happy with this, then you need to sort it. Even if it's you feel like you're a bit stagnant in your ways, I always feel a bit stagnant in how I dress, so I have to change something up. Do it. Because that's what keeps life interesting. You can meet so many cool people from just genuinely being yourself. I would know. I genuinely be myself and I have met so many cool people and I'm trying to be more outgoing so I can meet more cool people. Going to my little rock gigs and talking to people that I've never met before because they're dressed cool. I don't care if they're my age. I don't care if they're fucking middle-aged women. I'm going to speak to them. To have someone come up to you and talk to you and be just nice, I think is what we all need in this world. And the fact we put so much care into how other people view us, I don't think is needed anymore. But what would I know? I can't call someone without having shaking hands for anxiety. So, thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please subscribe. As I said, not all my videos are going to be these depressing ones. I sit here with my little notebook and I rant about problems with my life. I do have some scripted videos. I just haven't got around to filming them yet. There's going to be one coming on the mysteries, which I have promised for about 3 years, and hopefully to come out on the 21st of June. If you don't know the mysteries, they're my favourite band. Go check them out. I'm doing a video on the rise and many falls of Duran Duran. So if you like 80s music, that should be quite fun. Please subscribe. Every time I get a little subscriber, I see it on my YouTube Studio app and it makes me so fucking giddy. I'm just 18 posting videos for fun and the fact that people actually want to watch them is still crazy to me. I hope you enjoyed and bye bye.